As always, Floyd's 99 kills it. This Floyd's location here in Scottsdale. I get my hair cut from Amy here. She does this really good beard trim. Highly recommend it. Beautiful day here. It is March 17th, Sunday, and it's supposed to be like a high of 80 today. Just a beautiful Sunday afternoon. So this is a good excuse for me to get out, go for a little ride, get a haircut, shoot up to the mall. So I really had no agenda for this video other than the fact that it's a beautiful Sunday and I got some shit to go out and do. Dude, you're getting on the highway at 45 miles an hour. You know, I don't think maybe hopping on your sport bike and gunning it to 90 into the HOV lane is like the safest of things to be doing, but it is probably safer. I just tried to grab 7th gear. But I do think that it is safer than doing 50 miles an hour on a city street where somebody could be turning left in front of you. So you know, I know a lot of people give a lot of riders crap about, you know, that kind of thing, like excessive speed on the highway and stuff, but I do feel that that excessive speed on the highway is safer than normal speed limits on city streets. So that's just kind of one of the things that, you know, motorcycle safety in general kind of drives me nuts to hear people say, like, oh, I would never get up on the highway, I'm scared to get up on the highway. In my opinion, which maybe it's because 90% of my riding is on the highway, it's where I feel safest, and you know, I feel in control. I can ride through all of these cars, so for the most part, you know, I'm not spending any time in anybody's blind spots. You pay attention to who's coming up behind you, and I don't know, it just seems a lot more controllable than adding in all of the other variables that exist in city riding. My only real potential accident so far, well, 2 potential accidents, have been city riding, where one was somebody turned in front of me, which that was featured on MC Rider's channel. I shared that with him. And then another one, which I didn't capture on video, which was somebody that was actually texting and just decided to damn near change lanes right into the side of me, which I was able to kind of veer out of the way of, but still enough to kind of pucker up the old butthole. So yeah, I really enjoy personally riding on the highway. Kind of stop and get some gas that I should have got when I was on Scottsdale Road, but we'll hop off here. I'll just stop here and fill her up. So I was riding the other day and got stuck in some crazy traffic, and I mean, like, absolutely insane traffic. It took me an hour, over an hour to get home, when it usually takes me 20 minutes. There was an accident on the highway. There was a road closure, so I had to shoot over to another side street, which was absolute mayhem because everybody else did the same thing. So then I shot over another side street, and that was also a parking lot. My bike engine temperature got up to 325, which has never happened before, and I was trying to kill it between red lights. Ultimately, I think the best case thing to do in that situation is probably just pull off and wait at like a shopping center or something, and wait for traffic to open back up again, because I don't like letting my bike get that hot. It's never happened before. And what happened is when it got up to 325, it started missing, and it was missing like a lot. So to the point where, like, there was no throttle. I mean, it was really bizarre. This bike has a ton of power, but when I was able to roll on the throttle and get out of traffic, it just had no power. I'm talking like the 114 felt like a 14. It was like a moped. So no check engine lights came on or anything like that, but you know, it wasn't good for it. So I actually reached out to John Maxwell because in one of his last videos he had mentioned about oil changes on these bikes, which, you know, getting your bike out and getting it up to temperature before doing an oil change. And the reason behind that is, well, these bikes, like the motor oil on these things, 20W50 is like legitimately like mud when it's cold. I mean, the stuff just flows like molasses. So you want to get the bike up to temperature, and what he was saying is you want to get that bike out on the road, not just idling in your driveway. And part of that reason is, you know, it takes like a good half an hour to get these fluids up to temperature. I mean, that's coming from Maxwell, who is, you know, the god when it comes to Harley tech stuff, at least in the YouTube world. So, you know, John Maxwell saying take that bike out, get it running around, because you want those fluids to actually be running through you know, variable RPMs and put through the motor and take it up to temperature. So part of his comment was you don't want that bike sitting in your driveway because, well, there's no air coming over the motor. So while you're heating up the oil, those stationary parts that aren't getting air over them are just getting crazy hot. So the heads on the bike are just getting stupid hot, and that's where you get into engine damage. And I would love to have a video put out explaining a little bit more about what that engine damage might be and what those temperatures might be. Now, I don't think that John Maxwell would maybe know those exact numbers, but I would just love a little bit more of like a technical explanation to it. I understand it, but I would love to have a little more of a technical explanation to that. More or less kind of what I was getting at with my situation where I was stuck in traffic. I've heard people say you just want to start kind of killing the bike and letting it cool off, but like John Maxwell says, and it's really the same with cars too, is if you're going to just turn it off and turn it right back on within a minute, you're actually letting that bike get hotter when it turns off, because everything just stops. So that basically the heat just soaks, and that's not a good thing either. So I don't know, just kind of an interesting thing. I started having the thought process with my bike of like, well, here I am with a daily commuter. Was I wrong to get an air-cooled motor for a daily commuter? Maybe. I've had this bike now almost a year. May 15th, I want to say it will be the year anniversary for me on this motorcycle. So that really is the first time that I got stuck and had that problem. Now, I did get stuck in traffic not that long ago, and I just rode the shoulder to get out of it because it started getting it just got too hot, and the opportunity was there, so I took it, which is kind of a douche move. But with me, it's if I got to be a douche to protect the motor on my bike, you know, I guess I'll do it. I'm not a huge fan of you know, being a jerky. All right, guys, we're up here in Anthem. So there you have it. That is my trip to the mall. That is my video today. I know it's super rugged Harley guy type of thing, you know, hop on the bike and head to the outlet mall. But it's a Sunday, it's beautiful out, just something to do for the day. So got my shirt, which is always a task because I have an 18.5-inch neck. I have a huge dome, and part of having a huge dome is having a huge neck that has to hold it up, and 36 to 37 inch arms for sleeve length. So but then I need a slim fit shirt, so it's a chore to find shirts that fit, but I needed a new dress shirt, so that's what I did today. About another half-hour journey, but that's the vlog for today, guys. I again just wanted to put some content out. It's been super busy lately, so today was just more of a not really scripted video by no means, just an excuse for me to get out, go for a ride, cut a vlog here, and you know, put out some content. Again, I'm super pumped that we hit 5,000 subscribers in the last week or so. It's been really an incredible journey. I love YouTube. It's kind of like, I really wish I got into it sooner. It's just super oversaturated, and I understand that and I get it, but it's still like, this YouTube channel is my little space to my space. It's my little space to be able to put out the content that I want to put out, generate a couple bucks out of it. It's really an awesome opportunity, and I understand why the bandwagon is what it is, because it really is an incredibly awesome opportunity if you're lucky enough to really be able to turn it into something. So it's really awesome. I love watching other YouTubers get to that point. It's really awesome to just see the people you follow grow, and I hope that you guys, my subscribers, are enjoying the journey and watching me grow. It's all part of learning, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. It's really been incredible. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, please click that subscribe button down below, and remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.